Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a full face of Wet n Wild. So I'm sorry I did not post this yesterday. I was really busy this past week with like 4th of July stuff. Also mentioning that I took like a lot of pictures and like little videos of what I was doing. So if you guys are interested in that, I can post that on here, but only if you guys want to see it. Other than that, I'm not going to post it, but I want to because it was really fun and it was my first time seeing the Boston Pops fireworks, which they were amazing and it was so fun. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know and I'll definitely post a video. Just let me know in the comments so I know. But yeah, today's gonna be a full face of Wet n Wild. Now I have tons of Wet n Wild stuff. I have tons of highlighters. I have tons of, well, not really foundations, but I have more than one Wet n Wild product. So I'm only gonna be using the ones that I can today. So for example, I can't use every single highlighter I have, obviously. So I'm gonna have to pick one highlighter, which is gonna be really hard because every single Wet n Wild highlighter and every product I have in front of me, I love. So it's gonna be really hard for me to pick one thing to like put on my face when I wanna use every single one. Now, I was gonna like mention every single Wet n Wild product I own in this video because it is a full face, but that'd be a lot. And so I'm only going to do the things that I absolutely love. So the thing I want to talk about first, because I don't have an actual like eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild. I have like a lot of like eye stuff. Like these are Wet n Wild eye liquid catsuit eye stuff. It's the liquid catsuit liquid eyeshadow. I love these. I have 3 of them. Then I have the pigments, and I have this limited edition Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow trio, and you can't get this anymore, so I'm probably not going to mention this because you can't get it anymore. So there's that. I have tons of lipstick. So anyway, let's just get into the video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. This is the matte one because I have oily skin in the summertime, and I do highly recommend this. I think I've done a review on this, I don't know yet, but it does really keep your skin oil free. This is what it looks like. It's like a milky color. It doesn't show up this color on your face, of course. So what I do is I like to just put it in my areas where I get oily. So on my forehead, my chin, and wherever I get oily. And if you notice like my eyebrows, like over here and right here and like right over here is a little red. I actually waxed my eyebrows before I did this video. And I also exfoliated my face so I'd have a really soft base to work with, so I could actually really show you how good the product is. So now that that's all put into my face, and I just used my hands to put that on, again, I recommend this. I'm going to link this in the description box below. It's really cheap. I think it was like $4 or $5, maybe even less. So that's that. Definitely pick this up if you're in the market for a drugstore matte primer. So that's that. Now on to, I don't know what I should do because it's gonna be really hard because my eyes, like I want to use these pigments, so if I'm gonna do that I gotta do my eyes first so I don't get it all over my foundation. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and since I don't actually have an eyeshadow palette, I'm just going to go into a palette that I have right here to like put something in my crease to make it look normal, because you can't just go on your eyes with a what do you call it, a pigment, and then call it a day. It's just not going to look right. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a few shades in here, and I'm just going to wipe it and swipe it, whatever, like apply it to my crease here. I probably should have just done this off camera, but I'm just gonna do it really fast just so I have something. No. So this is the L'Oreal Enchanted Peach palette, I believe, and this is one of my favorite drugstore palettes. This has nothing to do with the video. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm using to do this because I don't have any other Wet n Wild stuff, like an actual Wet n Wild palette yet. So yeah. So I'm just going to take like a little sparkly shade and kind of just rub that all over. Kind of give it a little something so it doesn't look absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so that's that. That's good enough. So I just have like some, like a little something in my eyes, in my crease. Sorry, I'm still really tired from the weekend. Still kind of out of it. So now I'm gonna curl my lashes. And this is not a Wet n Wild eyelash curler. This is just the one that I have. Ow, they hurt sometimes. Why is this hurting my eyelashes? And the only thing I don't have, which I had to use something else, is an Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, which is completely fine. You know, I don't have everything, like every single thing that Wet n Wild has come out with, but I do have enough. So that's that. So let me think what I want to do. So what I was thinking is using this. So I really do love this like little quad, but I don't think you can get it because it was a limited edition. I forget what this even was. Because I was gonna use it because I could use the purple with something else, but I think I'm gonna skip out on that because I can't recommend something that you can't find. So I think I'm just gonna go on the lid with something that's gonna match my crease. So I think I'm just going to go in with this copper pigment, and this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Loose Pigment. These are amazing. They're so good and they're so pretty. So I'm just going to put that in here. I'm going to grab a flat eyeshadow brush and just start applying this. Actually, you know what? No. I'm actually going to do the mascara first because if I do that, it's going to mess up my mascara application. So I already wow, I'm really like all over the place. I already curled my lashes, and now I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. And I have never used this before, so this will be like a first impressions, I guess. So I really love the way that the wand looks already. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in. I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. Wow, I really love this so far. I love how easy it is to get where you need to. And I definitely feel like this is lengthening my lashes. So I recommend this already. This was only a couple of dollars as well. I can't really remember how much, but once I put it in the description box, you guys will see. So this is awesome. As you can see, my lashes are already lengthened, and I'm just gonna let that dry and we're gonna move on. So now I think I'm gonna move on to my brows. So what I got for my brows from Wet n Wild is this. It's called the Wet n Wild Color Icon Brow Pencil, and this is in the color 621A Blonde Moments. This is what it looks like. This was literally like only like 99 cents. I've already used this and it's okay, but I will say you have to go very, very lightly or you will get a lot of, your eyebrows will get dark quick. So what I like to do is just go in very lightly and fill them in. Like this, very, very lightly. I don't like my brows to look crazy. I'm just not that type of person. I kind of just like the natural look of them, really. And sometimes I don't even fill them in. I just leave them alone. As you can see, this is a really light brow color. And as you can see, I'm not even pressing down. I'm just letting it do its thing. And now I'm just going to take the end of that and just brush it through. To be honest, I wouldn't repurchase this again because I don't really like it that much. I feel it's really waxy and it's like, I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't really like the way like it applies. I don't really like the color of it too much. I think you can get better than this. So I don't really recommend this just because I don't really like it that much. It's up to you. You can try it out, but that's what it looks like. It kind of looks a little orangey brown, and I don't really like that. So, yeah. So I'm probably going to take that off after this video because I don't like it. So that's what that looks like. So I don't recommend this. Now, let's see if my eyelashes are dry enough. No, they're not. Gotta wait a little longer for that. So what else? So I think I'm just gonna go in with my eyeshadow. And like I said, this is the pigment called Ride on My Copper. I don't know if these are limited edition. I'd have to look. But I'll let you guys know in the description box if they are. So that's what it looks like when you apply it with just like a regular non-wet brush. I think maybe wetting this would help a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, actually no, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use my finger. Because sometimes when you use your finger, things apply better that way. So I'm just going to swipe this very gently over my eye. And that's what it looks like. It's very pretty. So I'm going to do that on this side as well. And these last a long time. So I'm just gonna try and like fix this a little. The good thing about these pigments is that you don't really get a lot of fallout. So that's actually very surprising. I'm just getting the rest of it off my outer edge. So now if you want, you can go in with like a darker color, like I'm going to, and I'm just gonna take like this other shade from the L'Oreal palette and kind of just work this in my crease to give it a little something extra. So I really like how that came out. I think it's a little bit much, this color, but that's the color I chose to use. So it's definitely like a good Christmas color, I think. It's like a yellowy golden shade. And I also like how it has like a little sifter so you can just pour out the product in the cap. See? And these are like these are only like $3.99. So these are the ones I have. I have Ride on My Copper. I have Dumb and Cherry on top. I have Heart of Rose Gold. And I also have Unicorn Wishes, which is a really pretty blue. So yeah, that's what I have for those shades. And now my eyeshadow is completely done. Now I can move on with the rest of my face. I'm just adding a little bit of brow bone highlight. So I'm going to be right back. I'm actually going to go fix up this outer edge, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I just want to say that I do recommend these pigments. They're really, really nice, and they're really affordable. So I do recommend these. So we're not going to be using these today. So that's that. I'm only going to be adding in the description box the stuff that I actually used in my video, so keep that in mind. Now we're going to move on to foundation. And the foundation that I absolutely love, this foundation. This is my favorite. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I have it in the color Rose Ivory. This is so pretty. I absolutely love it. It's one of my go-tos. If they ever discontinue this, I might cry. So let me just zoom you guys in again. And I'm just gonna put this all over my face. The only thing I don't like about this is the smell. And I kind of wish this came with like a pump, because it would be, you know, much easier. I feel like all foundations should come with a pump, but some of them don't. So I'm just gonna blend this out with my beauty blender. And this is a Real Technique beauty blender. And I do want to say that this is not really a full coverage foundation, but it's really light for the summertime, and you can really build it up if you want. But I would say that this is more of a natural foundation. It wears for a very long time. It doesn't, what do you call it? It doesn't like sweat off or anything. So when I say that it's not really full coverage, you can still see my redness. So that's what this looks like, but I definitely highly recommend this. I think everyone loves this foundation. It's really, really nice. So you can just put like a lot more in the spots that you need it, and then just blend it out. That's kind of what I do. But yeah, so this is what the foundation looks like. So, and I know it looks a little pale because I think I got a shade too light, but next time I'll probably go a little bit darker. But what you can do is you can just bronze it up, which is what I'll be doing here soon. So this, definitely recommend. This is about $4 or $5. I'm not too sure, but I definitely recommend this. The next thing I have not used yet is the Photo Focus Concealer. So this is kind of like the same thing as the foundation, I'm guessing. And I got it in the color 834 Fair Beige. So already love the applicator. I love these type of applicators. So I'm just going to be applying that to my bottom eyes. Now keep in mind, I do like to keep my under eye bright. This seems like it's a thick concealer, which is always a good thing. Now I'm just going to blend this out. So, so I think maybe like not use these two together, because this one is really light. And I don't know if I really like how light it is underneath my eyes. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I feel like it's picking up really light on camera, like my under eye area. But it's always good to have a really nice brightening effect underneath that area. Because if you're someone like me that has tons and tons of bags, you don't want that area to look dark. And that's what I tend to struggle with. So that really blended out nicely. It was thick. So then, like, if you feel like it's not blended into your foundation, you can just, you know, blend it down a little. It did a pretty good job of covering my under eye dark circles, but you can still see them a little bit. So you could probably put more. I'm not going to today because I don't want to layer too much product because it's really hot out. So as of right now, I do recommend this. This was also really cheap. I think it was like $2. So yeah, recommend this, but I probably would go one shade darker because I feel like this is a little bit too light. But maybe it's just the camera. I don't know. So I did that. So now so what I did was I did the top lashes first, and then I went in with my concealer. The reason for that is so what I like to do is I like to do my top lashes first, and then I do my concealer, because if I do my bottom lashes with mascara, then go in with my concealer, it tends to smudge underneath my eye. So it's best to do that after. So now I'm just gonna apply this underneath my eyes. I really love this mascara. I wish I would have gotten it sooner, but I didn't. So yeah. Now, what else? I think we're gonna move on to blush, and should we go to blush or should we do bronzer? I think I'm gonna do bronzer. So I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the color Palm Beach Ready, and this is 739A. I don't know if this is new or if it's an older. That's what it looks like. Typically, I don't really go for bronzers that much because I'm just not a bronzy type girl. But if it's really light like this, I tend to. So I'm just going to take this e.l.f. bronzing brush. And I'm just going to bronze up my chin area a little bit. This is not super pigmented so far. And like the sides of my face a little. I'm not contouring, I'm just bronzing. Just to kind of give my skin a little bit more color. This seems really shimmery so far. If you're somebody that likes shimmer like I do, you're probably gonna like this. But I'm not really pressing too hard in the pan. I'm just kind of like going like that. So now I'm gonna do the top of my head. Just swiping it as fast as I can so I don't get it all in just one area. And this is a really pretty bronzer. I didn't get it too dark because I'm a light skinned, so I didn't really want it to be too dark. But it's doing what it's supposed to. It's give me like a little bit of a glow on the side of my face. Do a little bit on my nose. Underneath there. Just really bronzing the area. So as you can see, you can kind of tell, but I don't want it to be too intense. So if you're somebody that doesn't like a lot of shimmer, but I do, so if you're someone that just likes matte bronzers, I probably wouldn't go with this. But I don't know if they have any like regular like bronzers without any shimmer. I'm sure they probably do, but this is my type of thing, so I definitely recommend this if you like a little bit of a bronzy shimmer, looking like you just got out of the sun, all tan. Definitely recommend this. I think this was only $3, not too sure, but I'll definitely link it. So then I'm just gonna go in with a thicker, harder brush and kind of just really blend that in there. Make sure that it doesn't like look too ridiculous. Just making sure that it's really blended into my skin. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with some blush, and I have this Wet n Wild Color Icon Pearlescent Pink 325B. They had a couple different colors. This is what this one looks like. This does have a little bit of shimmer. So since I've never used this before, I think I'm just gonna go very lightly. Because I don't know how pigmented it is. I'm just going to tap my brush off, and I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. So this is pretty much a pigmented blush, because you never know. Ooh, this is really, really pretty. I love this. It's given like the perfect, like, peachy flushed color, which that's kind of the whole point of blush. It's supposed to make it look like you're blushing. It's really pigmented, so you're gonna want to go with a light hand. So now I'm just taking, like I said, this is the sculpting brush, and I'm just really, really blending that in with my cheeks and my face. So that's the end result. Now it looks like I'm blushing, but that's okay. And it also comes with a little brush, which I'm actually gonna throw this away because I don't like those. But yeah, this I think was $2. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'll link it down below. So this is a good product. I really like the way that it has a little bit of shimmer, but not too much. And it's really, like, I don't know, it's really pretty and cute. So now the hard part is picking out a highlighter. So what I think I'm going to do, which I enjoy doing this, is I think I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. And I'm just going to put that, like, where I put highlight. Because I want to use this and then go over it with a powder. So what I'm going to do, this is in the color Halo Goodbye. These are really nice. Let me just shake it first. It has a really big fat doe foot applicator, as you can see. So what I like to do is I like to just go up on my cheekbone a little bit, just like that. A little bit on my nose, on my chin, right here. And I'm just going to take the sculpting brush and kind of just go like this. And just dab it into the area. And like I said, it gives it a little, because I feel like if you use your finger, you're like, I don't know what the word would be, you're kind of like, you're rubbing it into your skin, so it's not a lotion. So I think just dabbing it with like a little brush kind of would be nice. Kind of like this, just dabbing it, you know. This is a really pretty color. You're going to want to make sure that you don't put this over the blush because, like I said, liquid and powder does not mix in previous videos. So as you can see it a little bit. Now the reason why I did this was because I'm going to be putting a powder over it, and you'll see exactly why I'm doing that. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at that. Definitely recommend this. I think these are $3. And keep in mind, Wet n Wild is cruelty free, so that's good. So now I'm going to take the, do I want to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Palettes? Or do I just want to use, I feel like, I think I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color Blossom Glow and putting it over this highlight, and you'll see exactly why I'm doing this, because watch how more intense this gets. Watch, ready? Look it. That's how much more the highlight just got intense. I love that. I love doing this. If you are someone that can't really go get really expensive highlighter and you want to look like really glowing and like out there, I recommend doing this using a liquid first, then going over it with a powder highlight. You will definitely stand out just like that. And then you can just go in and just like mix it really well together. I went a little bit much with the highlight today, but I like that. I kind of like, so yeah, I just used this. This is one of my favorite highlighters along with the liquid one. Now we're almost done. Last but not least is eyeliner. So I am going to be using eyeliner today. This is the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon. This was only 99 cents, I believe. And I'm just going to put this on my waterline. So just like this. I've used this before, so these are very long lasting. I'm only putting a little because I don't want it to sweat off. Just like that. So this is a good product. I recommend this eyeliner. What else? So I did all that. Now I'm gonna have to choose a lip color. And for today, I think I'm just gonna go with a, let's see. I'm gonna go with, what is this? I'm just gonna go with the Wet n Wild Breeze lipstick, and this is just a really natural lip color. I think they still sell these, but I'm not sure. It's like a nude shimmer shade. And that's what I used for that. These are really, really smooth, really hydrating. And the last thing I'm going to be using is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish Setting Spray. I think everyone has heard of this, so I'm just going to shake it and apply it to my face. Wow, I love the sprayer on this. It's a really, really nice mist. The smell kind of smells a little alcohol-y, but what do you expect? It is a drugstore product. I've never used this before. It's my first time. So yeah, that was it for this full face of Wet n Wild. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you guys want to see any more videos like this. Let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.